Look at a modern city and you don't just see concrete. You see an idea buried 10,000 years ago. A few wild wheat grains triggered a reaction leading to today's global finance, satellites, and supply chains. History calls this progress, but was it a success story or a one-way contract signed by mistake? Today, we topple the first domino. We'll see why the Road to Civilization Summit became an irreversible trap. Mainstream history presents agriculture as salvation. Yet, scholars like James C. Scott in Against the Grain ask, why did free hunter-gatherers imprison themselves in fields? The answer is control. You can't tax nomads. They are too mobile, but farmers are fixed. Grain is countable, storable, and seizable. As Yuval Noah Harari noted, wheat domesticated us. It gave more food, but took our freedom. We stopped feeding ourselves and started feeding a system. The domino fell, population grew, hierarchy rose, and the chain of property was locked around our wrists. Pause for a moment. Wheat led to storage, storage to property, property to tax. Is this a coincidence or an algorithm set 10,000 years ago? When a system grows, it needs a capacity test. The Giza Pyramids are that test carved in stone. Seeing them only as tombs is like calling data centers warehouses. Mark Lehner discovered the massive logistics used to feed and coordinate tens of thousands of workers. The pyramids were a message: if we can synchronize this, we can build armies and collect taxes. They were the first operating system, but like all software, maintenance costs grew. More scribes and more energy were needed. As the system rose, the load beneath it became unbearable. No system can grow forever by adding more layers. Archaeologist Joseph Tainter says the same. Complexity solves problems initially, but every solution creates its own cost. More people require more infrastructure. More infrastructure requires more bureaucracy. Eventually, the energy spent maintaining the system exceeds the benefits. The Bronze Age collapse is the ultimate proof. The trade network linking Egyptian grain, Anatolian copper, and Cypriot tin was so tight that a single break paralyzed the entire web. Tainter argues collapse isn't always a disaster, but a rational simplification of an unsustainable structure. Yet, that process is always traumatic for those inside. Is complexity taking us to the summit, or is the summit where the weight is heaviest and the break most imminent? Today, our pyramids are invisible: supply chains, server farms, and energy grids. In 2021, a ship stuck in the Suez Canal reminded us of this chain. Trace the dominoes. A blocked canal disrupted factory schedules in Europe. Deliveries lagged, prices rose, and inflation spiked. To fight inflation, central banks raised interest rates. Your rent and credit changed because of one ship. The domino is still active. Are we managing complexity, or is it managing us? Civilization is a structure where we add a new stone every day. Stopping is risky. Turning back is impossible. History itself tells us systems either adapt under pressure or simplify under their own weight. The outcome depends on how we handle this fragility. In the upcoming videos, we'll examine the great dominoes that led the world to chaos, because sometimes one ship reminds us how a 1,000-year story might end. Stay tuned and follow the chain.